Imagine waking up one day to discover that Earth isn't round anymore. It's a giant cube floating in space. No more curved horizons, no more poles, just flat faces and sharp edges. It sounds like science fiction, but let's suppose this cube-shaped Earth exists. How would gravity work? What about the atmosphere, oceans, and life itself? Would our planet still be livable? Or would everything fall apart? The biggest change you'd notice is gravity. On a spherical Earth, gravity pulls you toward the center equally from all directions. But on a cube, things get strange. At the center of each face, gravity would feel almost normal. But the farther you walk toward an edge or corner, the more you'd feel pulled at an angle, as if you're climbing a hill. Except it's gravity pulling sideways. This uneven pull would make building cities near corners or edges almost impossible. Water would flow toward the center of each face, leaving the corners bone dry. The edges and corners of a cube Earth would be harsh places. Because of distorted gravity, the atmosphere would be thinner near the corners, making breathing more difficult. Plants and animals wouldn't survive there easily. You might see entire ecosystems developing in the center of each face, with the outer regions becoming barren highlands, cold, windy, and uninhabitable. Oceans would mostly settle in giant puddles in the middle of each face. Unlike Earth's round oceans that flow freely, cube Earth seas would have hard boundaries. Imagine giant basins separated by tall continental cliffs. This setup would ruin global ocean currents, which are essential for regulating Earth's climate. The result? Each face could develop drastically different weather. One face might become tropical, another frozen, and others too dry for life. Wind and weather wouldn't work the same way on a cube Earth. With corners blocking airflow and uneven heating across the faces, extreme weather events would be common. Think constant hurricanes along the edges, wild temperature swings near the corners, and possibly permanent storms where hot and cold air crash together. It would make Earth a much more dangerous place to live. A cube-shaped Earth would also affect how we see the sky. Our sunsets and sunrises wouldn't look the same anymore. The sun would rise and set in strange angles depending on where you are on a face. Seasons could become unpredictable. Since the Earth's axis might tilt differently, some faces could experience endless daylight or darkness, depending on their orientation in orbit. Building civilization would be a massive challenge. Only the central parts of each face would be truly habitable. The corners and edges would likely become natural borders, making global travel and trade extremely difficult. Culturally, humans might divide into isolated regions, each living on its own face of the cube. Communication would be hard, and the idea of a global civilization might never develop. If Earth were a cube, life would be radically different, if it existed at all. Gravity, weather, oceans, and even human society would be shaped in extreme and unpredictable ways. While the idea sounds fascinating, it turns out our round Earth, with its balanced gravity and smooth curves, isn't just beautiful, it's what makes life as we know it possible.